Can you do everything right but still be called wrong? That's exactly what Jesus was talking to Pharisees and Sadducees. In the book of Matthew chapter 23 verse 23 and 24, woe to you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you pay tithes of mint and anise and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faith. These you ought to have done without leaving the others undone. Blind guides who strain out a gnat and swallow a camel. What he was telling is, you are doing these right things, but still you are wrong. Many times, people can be morally right, but still their character can be wrong. They did all the right things. These people, followers of the law, were doing all the possible right things, but still their conscience or their character was not right before God. We see even in case of this lady who was caught in adultery, she was brought before Jesus, and everybody acted like a morally pure and perfect people, and they were asking Jesus, what should we do with her? Should we stone her or should we leave her? You know what they were trying to tell? She is bad, we are good. But Jesus knew what is in everybody, and he deals with them at their level and tells them, those of you who have never sinned, throw the first stone. My brothers and sisters, there are people who are stuck in doing good things, but still their character is not right. You may be going to church regularly, you may be giving your tithes, and you may be giving your alms, and you may be doing so many good and helping so many poor, but still there could be rottenness in your character, and what God is interested in is your character. You remember when Samuel came to anoint king of Israel, he came to the house of Jesse, and then Jesse brought all his sons who were tall and warriors and handsome people. God rejected all of them, telling, then man looks at the outward, but God looks at the heart. What Samuel had missed was the heart of David. And when David comes, he recognizes, this is the man who will be anointed to be the king of Israel. My brothers and sisters, I want you to look deep inside of you. There could be so many good things you are doing. But how are you with your family, with your wife, with your children, with your brothers, with your sisters, all people around you? Do they consider you kind and loving? Or do they just consider you a strictly moral guy? Do they feel free in your presence, or they are shrunk in your presence? Think about it. People felt, even sinners felt so comfortable in the presence of Jesus. You know who felt uncomfortable in the presence of Jesus? These religious people who were acting as morally great people. And Jesus was calling them hypocrites, because he was telling, your acts look good, but your heart is not. God looks at your heart. God looks at, in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the great chapter about the love of God, he says that you would be doing great charitable things, but if there is no love, it's waste. What character God is looking at is love, genuineness, faithfulness, kindness, justice. He says you have left the weightier matters of mercy, justice, and faith. Look at those matters in your life, my brothers and sisters. Because if you are failing in those matters, your charitable deeds will not be counted by God. God bless you. Amen.